Hi guys, I'm just waiting to pop on live and get all set up. So hopefully it's all working okay. Oh, I can hear myself. That's no good. We don't want that. Okay. So I'm into the live video. Send me a comment if you're here so I know that you've popped in, and say hello. That's Elijah in the background saying hello. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit and hope I don't drop it. Hopefully that's a little bit over a bit further. So I thought I'd pop in today because I got another order. It was actually on Friday, but I was heading away for the weekend, so I sort of opened it but didn't open it, if that makes sense. So I haven't had a look at it properly yet, and I thought I might actually do that with you guys. Oh, I'm getting text messages. I'm hopefully that doesn't interrupt the stream. Okay, so I did set it to do not disturb, but I think if someone knows this, I think if the person's on your contacts list, it just comes through anyway. Okay, so I got an order. I've sort of got it ready and I've unboxed things so it doesn't take as long. And I'm gonna maybe, if I have time, make a card with you at the end using one of the new products, sweets. Okay, so first of all, I do want to start with this beautiful catalogue that I received, because I've got my big stack of them that arrived. And if you haven't yet requested one, please send me a message because I will happily pop one in the mail. 56 pages of goodness, and there are so many cute sets. I'm only allowed to show you the cover at the moment. Of course, if I give you a copy, obviously quite welcome to walk through, but online I'm only allowed to show the cover until the 1st of September. So this will give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's inside. I've just done a pre-order with some new Christmas goodies, and you will not be disappointed. So you'll definitely want a copy of this gorgeous catalogue. This one is going to be live from the 1st of September through to the 2nd of January. And yeah, so this is super awesome. I can't wait to share it with you. I can't wait to share with what I've ordered. I was pretty good with my ordering, so I haven't gone overboard, but I no doubt I probably will. Hi Missy.
Hello.
Elijah says hello. So if you've watched my lives before, you'll know that I don't really get to do live videos without children or child. I only have one. One's enough. So you might hear him in the background. I've bargained with him to be super quiet. If he's quiet, he gets to watch Barney the dinosaur at the end. So perhaps we might get a nice video. Okay, so this is what I received in the mail. I got this gorgeous stamp set, which was actually bought for one stamp in particular. I got this thank you, and actually no, it's not that one. Thanks for joining us. And I thought that was a super cool stamp to have for welcoming new team members to my team. So I've actually used that one. That's the one thing I pulled out of the box and did use. This comes in clear mount. So I did pull that one out and use it, and I used it. This is actually kind of inspired by you, Missy, these cards, kind of, with the natural leaves, I think it's called, layering leaves embossing folder, which I showed in my last Facebook Live, and I showed all the different colours. And I said I'd come back and show you cards I made with them, and I didn't. So this is what I made with them, and I only made them yesterday, so it did take me a bit. But I thought that I would do one for each in colour and have them ready in case people join my team. So it's just a cute little, I've combined it with the pretty little label punch, and this is from the Naturally Eclectic Dies. You've got the embossing folder, and it sort of features the colour, and that's another stamp from the set as well. So I've done, and I used some sequins. I did gold, some copper sequins with the Berry Burst, and some gold with the Tranquil Tide, the iridescent with the powder pink, and some black with the lime. I love black with green. I'm a big fan of that colour combo. So there's my set of 5 cards that I've got ready, featuring that stamp, and really the star of the show is that embossing folder, I think. So that's that stamp that I got, and I think I might have got that free. So that's another benefit of being a demonstrator. I generally always order over $250 retail, so that's not what it costs me, but that's what I order. So I also get the hostess benefits. So I'm the demonstrator and the hostess. Elijah Dallin, shh, remember, quiet as a mouse. Yeah, so that's what I did with that one. And then I also grabbed this one because I keep seeing cards pop up on Pinterest, and I think I was really overwhelmed by this stamp set when I saw it, because there's just so many bits, and it's like, holy moly, what am I going to do? And to be honest, these looked really tiny, the sentiments on there, but these images are shown at 60%, so this is actually quite deceiving, because inside they're actually split up onto 2 sheets. This is a photopolymer, so you're getting quite a bit of bang for your buck, really, and there's so many bits and pieces, so it's kind of like a flower builder set, which I thought was really fun, and I've seen some awesome things done with it. Plus, I really like the versatility of the phrases. So you've got birthdays, weddings, love cards, congratulations, anniversary, friendship cards, thank you cards. You know, there's so many things that you can do with this one set, which I really love when you've got all those options. This one does have a matching die set. So this one comes with all these gorgeous pieces, and obviously you can buy it in a bundle at 10% off. That's what I always encourage, because, you know, why wouldn't you want 10% off? And this, I think, has coordinating bits as well as some bits that punch out extra bits that aren't particularly stamps. So, oh, look how cute that little tag is. That's going to look adorable with one of those little tiny, there's like Mr. and Mrs. Hello and For You. Oh, I love the stems. I'm a big thing for flowers, not flowers, leaves and stems. I love them. So that's a really cool bundle. It has a slightly higher price point than some of the other bundles, but you get a lot of bits in it, so that's probably why. So that was that bundle. I'm going to leave the sweet that I got till last. I did get this stamp set. Hi, Angela. How are you? I did get your message, and I'm going to reply very soon. This is the back of the catalogue. So I'll just pop this through. My catalogue's very dirty. So the very back page of the catalogue, you'll see this, and the reason it's on the back page is because it's for a special cause. So this is the Ronald McDonald House charity stamp set. I love that they do this, and so for every stamp set they sell, $3 gets donated to the Ronald McDonald House. So that's so special. And so this one's $37. Well, that's for the clear amount, or you can buy it with the wood for $50. But it's super awesome that they've actually made it coordinate with our Jars of Love. So it already coordinates, and there's some super cute samples which you can see here. Another thing that I really wanted to mention is that the Ronald McDonald House always accept card donations, just not sympathy cards. But they do accept and do need cards. So if you would love to do something for a special cause, that's always a good thing to do. So that one coordinates with our Jars of Love. Now, I'm not sure if I have them. I've got all my dies right next to me, but what's a bet? I won't be able to find the Jars of Love quickly. So I was going to, oh no, I can. Okay, so this big jar here will coordinate with this one, and you can also cut that out and make a shaker because it's got the inside. You'll be able to cut the lids out, so that you'll be able to cut all these pieces out basically with this die set, which is in the main catalogue as well. And I just love these butterflies and the strawberries. I've seen really cute things done with that. So awesome sentiments with this one as well. So that's that gorgeous stamp set. And then I got some more mini dimensionals because you can't have enough, and these were my hostess special for last month. So if you ordered and used the hostess code, you'll be getting a packet of these from me. And now I'm having a total mental blank And I'm sure that I'm just going to have a quick look because I'm up on my page at the moment. Make sure I've posted this month's special. Yes, I have. So for August, if you order with the hostess code, you'll be getting a packet of Hearts and Stars wooden shapes, which I do have a packet on me, but these are my open packets. So one sheet of them's open, but you do get, I think you get 6 sheets like this of these. So you'll be getting a packet of these free if you order with my hostess code, which is Y64JAFMD. I might write that for you in a second. These are worth $10.50, so that is a good deal for ordering with me this month. I'm just going to see if I've got, I might see if you can see it up here. So August, so you'll need to, when you check out with me, there's a box that says hostess code. Just make sure you fill in that one and not the one that says coupon code. And then that will entitle you to the free pack of wooden bits, wooden elements. So that's super awesome. And they will get sent out not from Stampin' Up, but directly from me. So that's what you get if you order this month. And also I'm giving away a set free. You get 1 entry for each order, but I can't find the set on me. So it's the Dare to Dream and it's only a hostess set. So you have to be in it to win it. Then I grabbed 2 embossing folders because I'm on a bit of a kick with embossing folders at the moment. And I'm just on a mission to collect them all for some reason. So if you didn't catch the start of my live, I did these cards. If you join my team, you'll getting a card and a gift from me. And these use the Layered Leaves textured dynamic impressions folder. That's a very long product name and it's really hard to remember, but that's what it is. So I use that one on these cards and they're just so cute and they make an awesome background really simply. So that's the this is the ruffled dynamic textured impressions folder. So it looks like a ruffled, it reminds me of those, you know, when you've got a bed and you put one, if you don't want people to see under the bed, I forget what they're called. Yeah, I don't remember what they're called, but that reminds me of that. Okay, darling. I'll do it very quickly. Look at this. You know you're a mum when you've got to fix your child's Lego. Yes, it does look like a tiled roof, doesn't it? So I'd never played with Lego as a kid, and now I've got a son. I have to do Lego. Valance, that's it. That's the word I was thinking of. Elijah, I don't think this bit goes on this Lego. Are you sure it goes on this Lego?
Yes, it does.
I don't think it fits. That doesn't fit, darling. Oops, her hair fell off. I would rather make cards than Lego any day. Okay, that one doesn't fit in there. You have to find something else that her hand holds. Okay, so I grabbed those 2 embossing folders. Darling, do you want to go play down with your Lego? And the dots. So this is a new dot. Our dot that we had in our last catalogue was bigger dots. So this one's smaller. I actually really, really like it. So that's that. I might put that down the side. I'm collecting a bit of a pile here. Now, those that know me, since I signed up, I have been obsessed with linen thread and I get stressed if I'm down to 1 packet. So I bought 3 because I absolutely love the texture of it. It's just awesome. And it ties super awesome bows that are really sturdy, so they stay. So I really like that. It's super cheap too. I think it's only like $6 or something and you get 13.7 meters on there. So it's pretty cheap. Now we're down to the suite that I bought. So I'm going to move all of this stuff so that it's not in the way. Just pop that down there. I'm just going to message Adam and say I am on a Facebook Live, so I can't answer. Why does this always happen? Now he doesn't understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go back. let's go back and get to it. Okay, hopefully you're all still there. Okay, let me know if you can see me. I hope that it's working because it's sort of looking funny on my end. I'll just make sure we're still working. I think we're still working. Yep, okay, all good. I can see the thumbs up, so it must be okay. It's just a pain because it's now... I can't see it on my end. That's annoying. Okay, so the sweet that I bought was the coffee cafe is what it's called. So that's the well, actually it's called the coffee break sweet. So I was umming and ahhing about this when I first saw it. I wasn't sure. I'm not a garden green fan, so that's probably why I was umming and ahhing so much about it. But now I just love it. I've just seen the samples and I just love it. So I had to buy everything. I couldn't buy just one thing. I had to buy everything. So it's on page 30 and 31. And okay, yeah, it's on page 30 and 31, and it comes with a you can get the stamps, the paper, the ribbons. They've got some cute corrugated elements, some matching cardstock if you need it, and some framelits. So there's so many things and some gorgeous samples. I absolutely love them. Oh, just fallen in total love with this set. This is so annoying that that's not working. Okay, usually I can see what's going on. Oh no, I can see. It's all good. We're happy now. Okay, so here's a look at the designer paper. So this one is garden green, and it's got a really cute mini white sketched heart. And then on the back we've got some dots. Now, I'll tell you the coordinating colours. So this one is Early Espresso, Garden Green, Pear Pizzazz, Soft Sky, Soft Suede, and Whisper White. So we've got lots of pretty colours. And it reminds me of Starbucks. And we don't have Starbucks here in Tassie, so if you're on the mainland you have Starbucks near you, I'm super jealous. This one is Early Espresso, and it's like a wood grain texture with some distressing. And then on this side we've got a pretty awesome Early Espresso with some white cups, and I've got total name block today, so I'm forgetting what things are called. So we've got tea cups, coffee cups, and these are called, they've got a name, plunger, coffee plunger I think maybe. And so there's lots of little coffee bits on there, and I'll see if I can see the comments still. Then this is a soft suede. Now, is it naughty that when I saw this I thought of something else, but it's not, it's a coffee plant. And so we've got white with the coffee plant, and then on the back we've got some Soft Sky, and this is like a chevron texture, and then some coffee rings. This is so cool. This is in like the Early Espresso and the soft suede, yeah, that's right. And then on the back is, did I say it was Pear Pizzazz? Pear Pizzazz, yeah, it's Pear Pizzazz, and it's a nice stripe, so that one's super cute. And then we've got the same coffee plant, which is, this is the naughty plant that I thought of, but it's not. It's just my brain going other places. And yeah, that's in garden green. And then we've got this is the same chevron as this blue, but it's a mixture of the colours. And then we've got some coffee beans. How cool is this? And some of them look like they've got like a fingerprint. They're like, look like little fingerprints. And then this one is cool, and I will show you why very soon, because that one has a really cool feature to it. So you're getting 2 sheets of each. I'm just showing you the backs. They're all mixed up because, you know, I think we've shown everything now. I'm just going through. Yep, so that's all the papers. And then I may not, you know, keep the marijuana plant at the top. We'll just cover that. Then I also got, of course, the stamp set. So this one, and you know what? People think of coffee when they think of this, but the amount of things I've seen done with this, like cupcakes, combining these two, you can do, someone did one of those unicorn Starbucks shakes in pink, with the bottom and the frappe top. So not just coffee at all. I've seen so many things. I even saw someone on our team, Carolina. I always say her name wrong. It's Carolina or Carolina. And I should know because I stayed in a hotel with her for a whole weekend. But I'm terrible with names. So she did like a French fries packet, a burger, and there was one other thing, and I can't think of it now. But it was so cool. So the things you can do with a stamp set, you never have to see them particularly just as they are, because you can do so much more. This one comes with a matching die set. So you've got all your pieces there, and I'm going to show you something I do with my dies in 2 seconds. So, because a couple people have asked me, so I thought I would show. Then the matching little bits I didn't get the white ribbon, but I did get this is the soft sky, and it's very soft. Like, this is the classic weave ribbon. You get 9.1 meters on here. So beautiful. I got the soft sky and also the, I suppose, yeah, this is crumb cake. So really pretty. And then the matching embellishments that go with this one are these cute corrugated elements. So these are going to look so cute, and look how cool this is. Like a tea bag type, you know, the end of a tea bag. So that's got a little hole in it that you would pop out. And there's some ovals, there's some hearts, the little tea bag looking things, and I think there's just 3 shapes. So you get 24, pretty sure it's 24 pieces in there. I'll just have a quick squizzy and tell you that so that I'm not telling you the wrong thing. Yes, 24 shapes in there, so really super cute. Now I'm going to show you quickly. I'm just going to, until Adam called, the video was working fine, and then it decided to not work fine, but that's okay. Okay, so what I do with my dies, because I find the way they're packaged super frustrating, because this stuff is super tacky. So when I get them, I ordered a bunch of magnetic sheet off eBay, and I store them like I showed you with the everyday jars, so that they're super easy to get on and off the packet. So when I get them, to save my frustration, I kept some of them. You have to be super careful pulling off, I will warn you, and these will just stick onto the magnet. The magnets are super cheap on eBay. I actually popped through a message to Stampin' Up on their thing called Sandbox, where you suggest ideas, and I suggested that they come packaged on magnetic sheets, because most of us go and buy the magnetic sheets anyway. So even if you had to pay like a little tiny bit more for the dies, I wouldn't care if they came on magnets. They do have a little bit of tack that stays on them a little bit until it wears off, but that's fine. I just find it so much easier, especially when I'm trying to make cards, and otherwise they fall off everywhere, and you're trying to pull them off, and yeah, it's horrible. Plus this stuff sticks to the sheet they come on as well. It's super strong adhesive. So there's a little tea bag die. That's so cute. Okay, and I'm about to show you something else cool. Okay, so I'm going to chuck this in the bin because that sticks to everything. Okay, so this die here, this little coffee cup, doesn't match a stamp in here. It is its own little stamp, and it matches the little coffee cup on the paper. How cool is that? Hi, Kylie. Curry. I just realised I've got so many Kylies that follow my page. So yeah, this one matches the coffee cup. I think you have this range, Kylie. I'm sure that I saw you had bought it. So that one's super cool, but I will give you a little hint that in the holiday catalogue, you will love this die for another reason. So there's something coming. So, and I will be able to tell you that soon because I ordered it. Yes, so there's the dies, and I'm going to move that out of my way. So what I'm going to do, that was my whole order. I'm just making sure I haven't popped anything up here that I was supposed to show you. And yes, I'll have to go back and have a look at your cards, because I haven't made any cards with it. I'm about to make one now, which is a case of the catalogue. So I'm going to make one now, which I've never done. So I haven't made this card yet. I'm doing it on the fly, kind of. It is a case, so I should be okay. I thought I might challenge myself today. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee, because we're talking about coffee. Okay, what I am going to do is make a case of this card just here. So I love the phrase, happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend. I just think that's so cute. So what we need is, it's hiding on me. Why is it hiding? Oh, there it is. So I've got my base, which is my crumb cake. And then I'm actually almost running out of crumb cake, and that's a bit sad because crumb cake is my favourite neutral cardstock. So it looks like I need to do an order. So I'm going to get my stamp. I think this one only uses one stamp. So it's the happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend. And then I'm going to grab a... So I have a very small stamping area. So everything, luckily, is right pretty much in front of me. I can't find a block that's going to fit. I was stamping yesterday. This is not really an ideal block, but we'll just go with it. Okay, so we want to stamp our sentiment. I'm going to do it in soft suede. Now this is actually not a very even piece of card, but that's okay because we can trim it down. So I'm going to ink up in soft suede. Now, sometimes if they're a new stamp, I like to stamp them first to see how they're stamping, because sometimes they can be a bit mottled, if that's... So I'm just going to ink that up again and stamp this up here. Hopefully that'll be all right. Beautiful. Then I'll close up the ink pad. Now, this is my favourite Stampin' tool. I think everyone should have a Stampin' scrub. Clearly I need to refill my mist, but I think everyone should have one because it makes it super easy to clean your stamps. Now, I probably just shook the camera then. I love the smell of Stampin' mist. I'm probably weird, but, well, I know I'm weird. Okay, so I'm just going to trim down my piece here because I don't have a straight edge, so I just want to make that 2 inches, and the reason I'm making it 2 inches you'll see in a second. Hi Nikki, how are you going? And then I'm just going to make it, I'm just going to trim there because I'm going to grab, so I'm making a card on the fly with a new bundle that I got yesterday. So this is the triple banner. It must be slightly bigger than 2 inches because it's not fitting in there. That's okay. We'll squish it in. I think that's a little bit too big. Okay. Oops, chucking stuff up myself. Let's just chop here. Okay. I'll do that again. I've just trimmed it slightly bigger than 2 inches, so I'm having to kind of wrestle with the punch. So make sure it's slightly under 2 inches is my tip to you. Okay. Oh my goodness, Kayla. That's okay. Just make sure I'm happy with that. Okay, so there's our little sentiment, and then we're going to... What's broken down? Oh, well, Daddy can fix... Mummy doesn't do Lego, you know this. I'm really bad at Lego, so if you wait till Daddy gets home, he can help you fix it. Right, so now we're going to use a few designer series papers. So we're going to use that one, and we're going to use the coffee rings. Just got to find all my bits that I'm using. And I think it might be that one. Okay. Let's just have a look. I'm going to trim down some bits of card here. So let's see. We need a piece of this gorgeous early espresso. I'm going to pop this punch away. I don't have a huge desk, so I'm trying to be efficient, if that's the right thing to say. Now, I'm not doing measurements here. So something I have to admit is I'm really bad at measuring. So I just kind of guess. I'm not a measurer by any means. I'm pretty on the ball, on the go type person. Never measured. So I'm happy with the size of that piece. And then we want a piece a bit smaller of our coffee rings. So I did that at 3.5, so I might do it there. And we'll go maybe there, because you can always make further cuts. I think with that one I possibly will. And then we're going to cut some of our naughty plant. And we'll make this one, how about we make it 2 inches, because I'm pretty sure we'll go with the banner look again. So I'll show you what I'll do with that in a second. I'll just cut that in half perhaps. And then there's a strip of, this uses a lot of the designer series paper. So if you want to make a card that features the paper, this is a good one. This is a good one to do. So I'm just going to pop a 1-inch strip of this one, and then I think that's enough cutting. Okay, what is it meant to be? What do you mean by that one, Angela? You've lost me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I've lost my paper snips, by the way, so these are very old scissors, but I would recommend doing this with paper snips. This is how I like to distress the edges of my paper if I'm going to do a distress look. Oh, really, Angela? To me it looks like a marijuana leaf, but it's a coffee plant really. It's just the colour. It was in garden green, the other one, in this colour. So I was like, oh, okay. But it is a coffee plant. And the colours remind me of Starbucks. That garden green. So I've just got, just to stress the edge of that, you can go ahead. In their sample, they've kind of folded one over, which you can also do by running your bone folder to weaken the fibres a little bit. And is Julianne back from, right there, from Europe? I've been looking, I think was she in Czech Republic? I've been looking at her her Facebook updates with her travels. You can get rips, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. She's been gone a while, hasn't she? Okay, so there's another one of our pieces. Then this one I'm going to do a flag on one end. So I'll just pop this in, and then what I'm going to do to save getting the trimmer out is fold so I get a straight line, and then cut along that. I'll just trim up the edges a little. So there's that, and then what I'm going to do is just do some rips on our garden green. I think that needs to be slightly less long. And then we're going to add a few elements. So what I want to show you, I'm just going to tidy up my desk as I go, is, so our card's coming along. Where did I pop those? This is what happens when Kayla does Facebook Lives. There's mess absolutely everywhere. Okay, so we're going to use our... well, you've been to my house where I live, but I'm lucky that we don't really have to do weeding because I don't really I don't really find joy in gardening, let's put it that way. So I'm about to use this paper, so I'm going to use the little coffee cups that I showed you that cut. So I'm just going to find a couple that I want. So I think I'm going to go close to the edge and grab these two cups. This set is really good for people that like to fussy cut, but this particular cup will just cut out in your die machine, which of course I recommend the Big Shot because that's what we sell, but it's also the best die cutting machine I have used. Without wanting to be particular, but it is actually one of the best machines I've used. And I've had many different die cutting machines. I actually got this new stuff which I want to tell you about in Officeworks. It's like post-it notes, but they're like on a roll and they're fully sticky. They're really cool. I'm just going to do it so because I don't have my magnetic plate on, so we're just winging it here. I want to hold that die in place. Okay, so we're going to run that through and cut. I wouldn't normally run that through twice, but I've just got a really small space, so I'm just making sure that I have room. Okay, so there's one of our cups. The other one, we're just going to cut I did see your pictures from the was it Female Factory? Jodie went there recently as well. I don't think I've actually been to that one. It does look good though, doesn't it? Okay, so I've got my two cups, which I just die cut. So now I'm going to do some gluing, I think, and get some of this stuck down. So they have used white in their background. I think I'm going to do some blue. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, and I want to cut a diagonal end. And I don't want to go longer than the width of my card. I think I might work with that. We can always trim that down. So we want that to be somewhat messy in our background, I think. I'm just going to use, to keep that stuck down, I'm just going to use some glue dots. Because it will stay, because I'm going to add some things over the top which will keep that in control. So I'm just going to pull these off with my scissors and keep that stuck down. Oops. This is really by the seat of my pants, this card, because I really don't actually have a plan as such. I'm just going with the flow. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to see how they've arranged theirs. So they've got that on top like that. But a really easy way to do it is to grab, rather than go and stick all of those down individually, you can actually grab a stapler, chuck a staple, or a couple of staples in this case, in the middle, and that will keep all your pieces together. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is make this ribbon bigger. Because you can't see it otherwise. So we might need it like that. Okay, so now what I am going to get out is my linen thread. I did have a packet of this open, but that would require finding it, so I'll just grab this one out now. This is where I'm just going to kind of wing it, because what is done on the card isn't necessarily what we have to do. So I'm going to add some dimensionals to mine, because you can never go wrong with a few dimensionals. So let's just make a giant mess. I love getting messy. Put dimensionals all over the table. Who finds these all over their house? Because I bet you everyone does. Okay, so now I'm going to get my linen thread and wrap it around my fingers a few times, and then chop, so you get like a rough circle. And then I like to grab my stapler and staple it, and it kind of holds it together a little bit. So you can pop that. I actually think I'm going to use the dimensional to hold it in place. And then what we can do is grab our little coffee cups. I think I'm going to stick one there like that, and this one I might grab another dimensional, stick it on the top. I'll stick it there, and then this one I might just add a little bit of glue, and we'll stick that one there. And then with our little elements hanging around here somewhere, there we go, I'll grab a little heart and then stick it up here, I think. Or will it look better over here? No, I think it'll look better up here. Listen to me just talking to myself. Hi Jody, that's why I was sending you sporadic texts. Did you hear that? Say it again, Elijah. Yeah, you got a hi Jody. Elijah loves Jody. Okay. Then I think I might adhere the whole thing up with dimensionals, just for something a bit different. Oh, some big van just pulled up. I hope they don't knock on the door. Why does that always happen? The phone rings, people knock on the door without fail every time you're busy or doing a Facebook Live. It was weird. I could watch my video before, and then Adam rang and I couldn't watch my video anymore. So it does muck up the routine a little bit, doesn't it? It might be the postie. Maybe. They always come at the weirdest times. Do you know what? I think I would like to add this ribbon coming out a little bit out the side. So what I'm going to do is cheat, because you're not going to be able to see that bit, and I'm just going to make that come right out the side. So there's actually I'm actually lengthening it by doing that. That way you can see it on both ends there. And then I might trim this up just a tiny bit, just there. What do you think? There's our coffee cafe card. Do you know what? There's nothing wrong with changing card as you go. I'm just going to rip that bit up a little bit more. There we go. So happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend, and I love that it's got the 2 cups. So you're implying that, you know, you're having a cup of coffee with your friend. I just saw your message. So I really love that. I'll probably whack together probably an inside in there, because I love decorating the inside of my cards. So that's a little look at the coffee break suite that is new to my stash anyway. And you'll want to grab this. This comes with something awesome coming out in the new holiday catalogue. So there's all the bits and pieces, and I've used a lot of the new designer paper that you can get with the range. So I really hope you enjoyed my little video and my little case of a catalogue card today. So this is one of the cards in the catalogue which I have totally cased, which is a great thing to do if you are lacking motivation or inspiration. It's a great way to get your mojo back. So that's a really fun one, and I hope you enjoyed that. So remember the host code up here, which I've written. So you enter this one to get the free wooden elements this month. And also, if you want a copy of your holiday catalogue, let me know and I'll get one of those out in the post to you now that I have them in my hot little hands. You won't want to miss out on this gorgeous catalogue. It's got 56 pages of just total amazingness, and everyone loves receiving something handmade at Christmas time, so you won't want to miss. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you hopefully in the next week when I get to come on and do another live video. Catch you later. Bye.